Welcome everyone to the Focus on Greatness podcast. I am your host, Ham Roche, here to be able to give unto you another inspirational message. And so I am thankful and grateful that you have now come in and joined this beautiful conversation as we are going to be talking about really staying in tune, staying in line of what we've been on already. Hey, Dad, how you doing? Good to see you on there. As you come on, please make sure that you say hey to me. Make sure that you are sharing this so that your friends and family members can be able to see that we are on. So we're going to dive right into our conversation on tonight. Now, tonight we are going to be dealing with part 4 of a conversation that we have been having called Connect the Dots. Now, if you have not seen or heard the contexts of the other 3 before, make sure that you go back, you listen to, watch those that are on, that is surely those that have been watching on Facebook Live. Make sure that you go back and you watch so that you can be able to kind of know what we're talking about, be able to kind of be a part of the conversation and allow what we have been talking about so far to be able to touch you and minister to you, because this is what this platform is for, to be able to minister, inspire, and motivate people like yourself to be able to grow, develop, and change. So tonight, again, we are going to be dealing with part 4 of this conversation that we have been talking about, again, connect the dots. Now, tonight, we're going to dig into a conversation that I believe is very, very important. Surely when we're dealing with the context of our purpose, the context of our growth, the context of trying to be able to understand what is our purpose in life and be able to understand how we are able to get to that purpose. So what we're going to be talking about tonight is going to be entitled, I'm Addicted. Now, for those that are already watching, again, thank you for coming on. I want you to put that into the comment section. I'm addicted. This is the conversation that we are going to deal with on tonight. Now, so far, we have been following this young man named Joseph. And we've been kind of using him as a great example for us to be able to show us how we are able to find this context of when we're talking about purpose. Hey, Tamia, how you doing? Thank y'all for those that are commenting already. So where we're going to go is we're going to dive right back in and read a context of scripture that we've read before, but I want to be able to read it and be able to pull something out of it that I believe is going to help us with this context of I'm addicted. So in Genesis chapter 37, I'm going to read a couple verses of scripture. In Genesis chapter 37, we're going to start at the 5th verse. And it says this, and Joseph dreamed a dream, and he told it his brethren, and they hated him yet the more. And he said unto them, hear, I pray ye, the dream which I have dreamed. For behold, we were binding sheaves in the field, and lo, my sheaf arose and also stood upright. And behold, your sheaf stood round about and made up obeisance to my sheaf. And his brethren said unto him, shalt thou indeed reign over us, or shalt thou indeed have dominion over us? And they hated him yet the more for his dreams and for his words. Now, as we continue to read this storyline about Joseph, what we recognize is Joseph introduces this context of his dream. What he had dreamed. He shared it with his brothers. His brothers didn't like the response or didn't like the dream because of the symbolism of what it was showing, that he basically was, as the younger brother, was going to be reigning over the older brothers. They didn't like that context at all. But then Joseph has another dream, and the other dream shows that not only was Joseph's brothers going to be bowing down, but then it shows that his family and others would be doing the same thing. And some of it they didn't really take it the right way. But what we see is after this scenario happens, we see Joseph going through certain different things that end up happening. And while he was going through these things, it's something that I started to look at and recognize when I started to think about this context of us getting to our purpose. So let's dive right in so we can understand why we entitled the conversation on tonight, I'm Addicted. Now, the word addict or addict, and this is one exhibiting a compulsive, chronic, physiological or psychological need for a habit-forming substance, behavior, or activity. I'm going to come and give it a more simple form. It's one showing through their lives a need of something that creates a habit by substance, behavior, or activity. Now, what I'm going to read it one more time so then we can have a clear understanding of what we're going to be talking about and how this is applicable to our own personal lives. An addict is one showing through their lives a need of something that creates a habit by either substance, behavior, or activity. In the simplest context, what it's really saying is an addict is a person that they show what they're addicted to through their, how can I say it, through their obsession about something, through their habits, through their body, and in their thought process, their mind. And what they're addicted to is the thing that affects those things. It affects what they're obsessed over. It affects their body. It affects their mindset. Those things that they are addicted to is the thing that affects them greatly. And the reality of it is majority of the time, we can tell people that we would consider as addicts. Normally, when we look at the context of being an addict, we normally only look at people that are either addicted to drugs, addicted to drinking, addicted to certain things like that. We normally paint the picture of those being the context of addicts. But what I want to be able to share tonight is something that I think all of us understand in this forum of what I'll be dealing with tonight. And this is this. I believe that as we go through life, sometimes we can have our own form of addictions. Now, again, the reason why I wanted to share this today is because I believe that what we're going to deal with tonight is something that hinders us from getting to our purpose, something that hinders us from the development and the growth that we need, something that hinders us from being able to effectively do our assignments in life. And so what this is I want to share a couple bad addictions, I would say, a couple bad addictions that I want us to be able to look at and examine in our own lives. The first thing that I want to be able to talk about as a bad addiction is I have recognized, even sometimes in my own life, I have recognized that we can be addicted to help. Somebody post that right now. Put that in the comment section, that we can be addicted to help. Now, I want to clear something up very quickly. All of us need help. We are all designed to be able to help one another. So I don't want you to hear that I'm saying we don't need help. No, we all need help. We all need help, but sometimes some of us can be addicted to help. What do I mean by that? We can be addicted to help in the form of where we do not do things, we do not move forward unless we get help. I remember I was talking to a gentleman, and as I was talking to this gentleman, one of the things that he was sharing with me was that he could do a business, or he could be able to have X amount of dollars if he had the right person to give it to him. If someone would just help him out. So his mindset was, again, we're dealing with an addict, a person that their addiction affects their mindset, it affects their body, it affects their obsession, it affects their drive So in this, his mindset was, I need help. And what my portion is not that I need help because I'm trying to go after it. No, I want the help where I don't do nothing and someone gives it to me and I'm crying, sitting down saying, I want some help. I'm addicted to people helping me, always helping me. Never where in the aspect of where I'm trying to go after something. No, I'm sitting still and I'm waiting for someone just to come and help me. That's a person that I will consider when we're looking at our purpose, dreams, desires, goals that we want to go after. Understand this. You cannot sit still and believe and think that someone is just going to walk past and just give you the help that you're desiring. Majority of people that think like that their body language or body shows that for them, what they're doing is they're allowing you to be able to see that they are addicted to help. Now, I don't want to just leave you with the context of thinking that help, again, is a negative form. But what I do want you to think of is the right type of help. The right type of help is help when you're moving to do something. While you're going after your dream, I believe it is an open forum of where people can be able to help what you're doing, not help you do nothing. I'm going to say that again. I believe that people are supposed to be helping what you do, not helping you do nothing. So these other ones that I want to be able to just point out is this, because all of these, I believe, in some form of fashion they affect us negatively in reference to us going after our purpose, going after our goals, going after the things that we want in our lives. These sometimes can be hindrances to these things. And being very honest, we are sometimes more addicted to these things than we are addicted to our dreams, which we're going to deal with that in a minute though. But so one of the other things that I want to be able to deal with is sometimes we can be addicted, which we are, a large amount of us are addicted to social media. This is where I can be able to say, I know that some of us are. We spend more time on the social media than we do working on our dreams. We spend more time on the social media than working on the relationships. We spend more time on the social media than we do doing other things that will help us walk in our purpose. And reality of it is we use those things to be the thing that we say, I'm going to do this because this calms my mind. This allows me to relax a little bit. But the reality of it is for me, it's how can social media outweigh your passion for your dream, for the thing that you want to go after, for the new invention you want to create, whatever that is for you. How can this thing outweigh the other? Now, reality of it is normally there is a picture of how we look at people that are addicts. Now, people that we look at that are addicts, we sometimes put them all the way into this category of addicts will steal from you to get their product. Addicts will do things that they know they shouldn't do just so they can be able to get the product that they are addicted to. The thing that they feel they cannot live without. And so the reality is in this mindset, what we have to see is, are we stealing from the time that we are supposed to be spending in our dreams? Are we stealing from the time that we are supposed to be spending in our relationships? Are we stealing from those things to be able to be an addict to social media, to be an addict to TV? Now, some of us, and again, we're just going to deal with it. Some of us can be addicted to laziness. We're just addicted to do nothing. Our mindset is lazy. Our body language is lazy. Our function, our obsessions are lazy. We just want to sit around and do nothing while we're wasting time. We're wasting time instead of you being addicted to your laziness and not doing nothing, not being productive, not being effective, not leaving your mark in the earth. Instead of allowing that to be your addiction, we should be addicted to something else that's driving us towards our mission, towards our goals, towards our dreams, towards our love, towards our all of these development and things that we want in our lives. We should be allowing that to be able to push us into this, because we shouldn't be addicted to these things. Now, this last one that I'm going to hit real quick, and then we're going to continue to shift on. But this other one that some of us is addicted to, and some of us is addicted to this context of bad friends. Let's say it again. Some of us are addicted to bad friends. Now, what is the difference between a bad friend and a good friend? When it comes in reference to your purpose, when it comes in reference to your dreams or the goals and the things that you're trying to go after, ask yourself this question: is the friends that you have pushing you to go after your purpose? Are the friends that you have pushing you to have a better relationship? Are the friends that you have helping you to develop to be a better you? Are they doing these things, or are they still reminding you of who you was? Are they still taking time from you so you can't develop? Are they telling you or saying statements in the fact of, why are you working on that? We trying to go out and have fun. Or we trying to go do this. In all of these things, these are the things that in reality, these are things that we can be addicted to. Bad friendships, bad relationships that are affecting us from being able to fulfill and walk in fully the assignments in our lives, from being able to develop and grow in the way that we need to be doing it, so that we can get closer and closer to our purpose. Now, this is what I do want you to be addicted to. I want you to be addicted to something that I believe is very, very, very important. I want you to be addicted to the mission. Somebody put in the comment section, the mission. That's what I want you to post right now. The mission. I want you, those that will be watching, that is watching now, those that will be watching later, those that will be listening to this later, I want you to be so addicted to your mission that it changes your mind. I want you to be so addicted to your mission that it changes your body. I want you to be so addicted to your mission that it changes your obsession. See, this is the piece that I believe is very important. I remember when my wife had our first son. My wife had our first son, there was certain things that my wife started having these cravings for. Every woman that has been pregnant have these, for whatever reason, they have these weird cravings for whatever it is. They have these weird cravings, and sometimes these weird cravings are at weird times in the night for whatever reason. But I remember she had these weird cravings for my first son. But then she had, when we were having our second son, she had some cravings, but it was not the same type of cravings that she had when she had my first son. And the reason why I bring that up is because what it was is, even as we were having our first, in her cravings that she had for my son Jawan, this is the powerful piece, is she was not satisfied until she was able to fulfill the craving. And that craving that she had was doing something for her interior, for her belly, for her, not just her personally, but it was doing something for my son. Because what I recognize, or what I believe personally, is the reason why women have certain type of cravings is because what is inside of them needs something specific. What is inside of them needs something specific for their growth, for their development, for their changing while they're moving and growing inside this womb. They need some form of specific type of nutrition, food, and taste that goes into that belly so that they can be able to grow and develop and change the way that they need to for that specific type of baby. And so if we look at your mission the same type of way, when you are addicted to your mission, when you become an addict, when it comes in reference to the mission for your life, the mission for your marriage, the mission for your money, the mission for your job, the mission for your business, the mission for whatever you have in front of you, when you become addicted to it, there are certain cravings that you have that start changing the person that you are. It starts changing the strengths that you have. It starts changing the way that you think. It starts making certain changes and adjustments to the person that you are, because now I'm so addicted to it that I'll steal from TV to give into my mission. Here we go. I'll steal from my social media time so I can pour into my mission. I'll steal from all of these other contexts. I'm not going to wait for help because my mission is too important for me to wait for something that I can do myself. So this is vitally important for us to be addicted. I want you to be an addict, but I want you to be an addict for your mission. What is the mission for your life? What is the mission for your church? What is the mission for your business? What is the mission for your marriage? It doesn't matter if you're the husband or the wife. What is your mission for your children? What is the mission that you are trying to do? What is the thing that you're trying to go after? And I want you to get into your mindset. I want you to be able to have this thing where, because I'm addicted to it, I'm not satisfied until it's completed. See, an addict is not satisfied until it gets the high. And he's even when he gets the high, he's looking for something else because he's trying to reach a certain pedestal of what he felt when he first had it. What it did to him when he first tasted the drug, or what it did to him when he first took that alcohol, what it did to him when he first had sex with that woman. It's something inside of him that he's chasing after. And this is why I wanted to be able to deal with mission, because mission is across the board. Mission is in relationships. Missions is in business. Missions is in churches. Missions is a part of your money. Missions are a part of your life. But here's the thing. I don't know why I want to say this, but here's the thing. Even when it comes in reference to relationships, when it comes in reference to marriages, there is a mission. There was an initial high that you got. There was a feeling that you felt when you first fell in love with your spouse. There was something that happened when you first put your eyes on that woman. There was something that happened inside of you that when you first laid your eyes on that man. There was something that stirred in you when you started to talk to him, and when you got close to him. It was something that drew you. But then you started to get addicted to other things. You started to lose interest in the mission. You started to allow other things to be able to replace your addiction. But I want you to get back addicted to the mission of growing together. Get back to the mission of loving on one another again. Get back to the mission of where you when you first started to think about your business, there were so many things that you wanted to do. Get back to the mission. Get addicted to the mission again. Well, when you first started, you didn't have time to talk on the phone all night about nothing. You didn't have time just to be able to lollygag and play around. No, when you first started it, you were so captivated by your mission. I want you to get addicted again. I want you to fall in love with it again. I want you to fall in love with making sure that you have a financial security for your life. I want you to be so addicted to making sure, not the money. Hear me. I'm not talking about be addicted to the money. No, be addicted to making sure that your family is financially secure. Be addicted to make sure that you are financially secure, where you can be able to enjoy life. I want you to be addicted to this mission. The mission for you to improve, for you to grow, for you to develop. Be addicted to it. There's times even within me, there are things that I have, stirring within me that I want to do. There's business ideas that I have that I want to do and I want to accomplish to help more people. There's things that I have in my heart to be able to do that God has given me a desire for. And there was a moment, there was a time when He gave it to me initially, and I allowed my bad addictions, waiting for people to help me, instead of me stepping out and trying to help myself first. Thinking that, this person should help me because they are whatever, my friend, my family member, or they know my heart. I became addicted to my cell phone. Always having to be on the social media, always having to be on certain things. I became addicted to certain things that was taking away from the desires that I had in my heart, for the missions that I had that I wanted to complete. So when I'm sharing this with you, I'm sharing with you this thing because the reality of it is, it's so many of us that has dreams, that have goals, that have things that we want to accomplish, but we have become addicted to the wrong things. We have become addicted to the wrong things, and it is affecting us from accomplishing, going after, enlarging, having better relationships, goals, dreams, business ideas, all of those things. It has affected us because we have become addicted to the wrong things. And I want you, as I'm even speaking to myself, I want us to be addicted to the mission for your life. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to take out time, even if you already know it. If you wrote it down before and you just don't know where it is, or you wrote it down before and you haven't looked at it in a long time, I want you to go and look at the mission. What is the mission? Your vision. What is the vision for your job? What is the vision for the business idea, for the church, and all of the different relationships, your school, your life? What is the vision? What's the mission? What are we trying to accomplish? And for those that already have written it down before in the past, I want you to take that thing, blow the dust off of that, and let's get addicted again. Let's get addicted. Let's fall in love with this thing. For those that have not written a vision or written down a mission, written down something that what you want to accomplish in different areas of your life, take time. Take out some time this week and just write down your vision for your life, for all the things that you want to accomplish. Take some time and write these things down. Write down what is your mission. Write down what you want to accomplish in the different areas of your life so that you can become addicted to the mission and not allow these bad addictions, these bad relationships, these bad mindsets about helping, these bad mindsets in reference to allowing things like social media and TV and all these different pieces, allowing these things to take away from your mission. I want you to be so addicted to your mission that it moves you in places that you would never have imagined before, because you're so focused and addicted to the mission at hand. There's a mission that all of us have. There's something that all of us are wanting and needing to accomplish. And I know that you might say, man, you saying and repeating the same stuff. I'm doing it intentionally. I could say a whole lot more, but I'm doing this intentionally because what I want us to get down deep with inside of us is that we are addicted to the wrong stuff. Some of us is addicted to sleep. You sleep more than you study. You sleep more than you talk to your spouse. You sleep more than you're working on your job or your vision. The mindset of how you look at life is more of a lazy, laid back, chilled. I'm good with it. I don't need to accomplish no more in life. No, that's not the way that this is supposed to work. And some of us has been so addicted to that old lifestyle, that produces nothing. And my job tonight was to get you shook. I wanted to shake you. If you were sitting before me, I would shake you. I would try to get your attention, because what I want is I want you to be able to not be addicted to the wrong things, not allow things to be able to steal from your time, your money, your mindset, your energy. And so that is affecting the mission, the things that you actually want to accomplish. Some of us have given up on what we want to accomplish because everything else that we have allowed ourselves to be addicted to has taken away from our energy, has taken away that we don't have energy. We don't have strength to be able to walk in our dream because we're addicted to the wrong stuff. So I end with this again. Take some time and write down what is your vision for your life and all that includes. What is the mission that you're trying to go after? And get addicted to this thing. Fall in love with this thing, that you and I can be able to do exactly what we have been assigned to do. And that is to impact the world by what He's placed inside you. I love you all. Thank you all for coming on. Thank you all for being with me tonight, right here on Focus on Greatness podcast. Love you. See you next time.